Hello again. It's been some time since my last update. I have been through a lot in the last 2 weeks, and I have a little list here to remind myself of what it was because it's been a doozy. So I was eating, or I went back to just beef for about a week, and I was feeling a little depressed and kind of low energy. And that was, I think, during my last video, I was talking about it possibly being a spiritual journey. I was just tripping. Um, I decided I needed vegetables again. I just wasn't feeling good, wasn't feeling quite right. So since then, started kind of introducing vegetables a little bit slowly and then just went for it. I stayed far away from everything that I knew for sure is not good for my body, even if it wouldn't give me a bad reaction. And that is things like nuts and seeds, dairy, um, I can't even think of what else. Maybe that's it. I started eating or drinking a lot of bone broth with zucchini and kale. That felt like the safest with some beef. So that's kind of where I started. And then I started eating Brussels sprouts and broccoli. And I felt like I was pretty bloated after both of those. So I haven't been eating those again. Broccolini seems to be better. I don't know why. It's like mini broccoli. Maybe that's why. Um, and I also don't know if it's just because maybe my body was just transitioning back to vegetables. So I'll try it again, see how it feels. But for now, I'm mostly still eating zucchini, kale, bone broth, beef, and then I've reintroduced chicken and lamb, and that seems to be going just fine. Um, let's see, I'm also eating some carrots, other greens, which are always fine. Um, Mushrooms. That's basically it. But it seems to be going well. And I'm really, really relieved, as you can imagine. um, let's see. Some of the things I learned being on carnivore was that I felt more in tune with my body, partly because I was not taking any supplements, which I used to use supplements like I used to use caffeine. When I felt tired, I would just pop some vitamins, and especially the B vitamins, I would feel a boost of energy, and I would just keep going and keep pushing myself. And that is not good for me. So I push myself and then I crash. So it was nice to just feel if I felt a little low energy, I still might go to the gym, but just take it easy. Or I would just take a day off and just rest. So that felt really good. And it felt good to be really strict and just know that I couldn't eat anything else than beef. I made that commitment, and that's just what I was doing. So it helped me to be more in tune with what my body really needs and be more honest with myself about foods that could potentially harm me. I think in the past, I was always kind of like, well, I can eat out at this restaurant, or I can try this thing. And sometimes it would give me a bad reaction and sometimes not. But it most often never really felt right. And I knew that, but I just wasn't honest with myself. So eating carnivore definitely helped with that. My theory right now as to why I was having such bad reactions, I was eating mostly vegan, all gluten-free grains though. And I think I am celiac, and I think there's such thing as the cross reaction or cross reactors. I don't know. Basically, my body might think that the gluten-free grains are actually gluten and react in the same way. So I'm feeling like that could have happened. And then when I went back to paleo, the reactions were still so strong because it took a while for the grains and everything to get out of my system. So in some ways, maybe I would have, or the reactions would have kind of subsided slowly anyway, even if I didn't eat carnivore. But it was relief to just go to something I felt safe. So it helped to kind of ease my mind. Another thing I've been thinking a lot about is how stress triggers the immune response in the body. And when we have fear, any kind of fear, that's the same as stress. So it's triggering immune response. And through over my years of fine-tuning my diet and discovering foods that gave me reactions, I started feeling really afraid of food, especially when I started getting really bad reactions when I was mostly vegan. And if you haven't seen my other videos, the reactions were really severe depression where I was sobbing and staring at the wall and I couldn't function, couldn't move. And that would mostly be for one night. And then 3 full days later, it would kind of linger, but I felt like, more capable. And then also really severe itching, a little bit of nausea, really bad headache. I think those are the most of them. And it would happen it seemed like 30 minutes after I ate something, but who knows? It could happen days later, I've heard. So when I went back to paleo, I was in such fear mode that could have contributed to my reactions. I really strongly believe that. And how much it contributed, who knows? But it's something to consider moving forward, and also another reason to really stick to just eating the foods that are safe for me so that I don't feel afraid, so that I can just kind of live my life with ease and not feel stress in my body. So I think that's about it. Now I feel like I have a deeper level of awareness and I'm able to be more honest with myself. It's not 100% perfect because there's times when I just want to eat something and I know it's not the best thing for me. Like I found this sauce that's sugar-free and has really good ingredients, but I'm so sensitive to anything like that. It's not good for me. And I ate a bunch the other night and I felt horrible. Had a stomachache all night. So I'm still learning and growing, but mostly I'm staying true to what my body needs. And that feels really rewarding and fulfilling. I feel like I'm honoring myself in a deep way. So I will continue. And I don't know if I'll be posting videos too much because I want to steer clear from my obsession over food and what's causing what, especially since I'm not having reactions right now and I feel really good. And who knows, maybe I'll post other videos, but thank you for watching. And please like the video or don't like it. It's up to you. And subscribe if you want. So thanks again. And until next time, bye.